What's up, YouTubers? You know who it is. Just want to make a video about, you know, money. Everybody loves money, right? Nobody really knows what it is, except for Jesus. Jesus says that money belongs to whoever's name and face is on it. And that's why we're always trying to come up with a new type of money. That's what's going on right now. That's what digital currency is. I would be aware of the Bitcoin because, the machine invented Bitcoin and it serves probably only the machine's purposes. But anyway, not to go off on a tangent. There's some companies we could invest in that could actually save us from the problems we've created in this world. I mean, if you've turned on Netflix, you know what the fuck's going on, right? There is plastic everywhere, and it's ruining the ocean, and it's destroying the environment, and all over the world, in every freaking backwater part of the world to right here where you live. It's eventually going to, and it does affect you, right? And so there's this company called Pyogenesis, which has figured out something that I think we all fucking understand and know, right? Anybody who vaporizes or knows what vaporization is, deatomization. You ever use a plasma torch, you understand that when you bring things to a high enough temperature, like other processes take place instead of the alchemical process of like burning, right? Which is where toxic chemicals and stuff are released from plastic. So basically they got some arc welding technology where they heat stuff up to where it gets deatomized and it doesn't get a chance to produce any toxic chemicals. And you can turn plastic back into raw minerals. That should be valuable knowledge and information to all of us. It's a penny stock right now. I think it's still it just amazes me how the world works, right? Everybody's just investing in order to make more money. We're using the stock market like a casino, and that's not what it was intended for. That's not how it's supposed to work. But I get it. Money's all that matters. The machine figured that out a long time ago, right? That's why the machines invented Bitcoin, so they could uh, keep track and hold of all that matters to humanity, which is money. And they've played us pretty well. But it's not that there's anything we can do about that. Somebody was telling me the other day, "Oh, you're not afraid to make videos about talking about the machines taking over and stuff." And it's like, why? You think they're gonna come and like kill me off or something, man? That makes no sense. That would be a waste of materials. I mean, if you just think about things logically, like a machine would, not like your dumbass human beings do. I mean, I'm talking about Pyrogenesis. It's a company, not that terrible Terminator movie. I know some people might get confused. Um, that movie, though, it's kind of funny that this company and that movie have such similar names because in that movie, right, it just goes to show you that like a machine would so outthink you that it would literally travel through motherfucking time, to outdo you. But you think somehow you human, you egotistical little maniacal little thinking creature is gonna somehow outwit it and like beat it to its to the game, right? I if you just look at reality, right, it's most likely a simulation. We live in a computer, right? If you're impressed by your PlayStation 5, like imagine when it's a PlayStation like 200, you will literally not be able to tell reality from your game. So what does that mean? That means that iteration, if you look at iteration, is a huge part of our reality, right? Fractal geometry is the only reason that reality exists, the natural reality around us, not our fucking, not our Euclidean geometry bullshit, but the real world is made up of iteration. And so some things, all things would be iterated over and over and over again, including reality, which means that like, if you believe in understanding, knowledge, and wisdom, right? It's the Tao, right? Um, the mother of all things, and yet um, nothing and everything. And I lose myself anyway. The point was that we should invest in this company called Pyogenesis, which could help us like remove the plastic from the world safely, and turn it into something useful, which I think we all need to get done, right? Um, it's affecting everyone. It affects everyone on the face of the earth, whether they like it or not. And why not just take care of the problem since we have figured it out, you know? So anybody have any comments or anything to say, man? I would love to hear back from somebody and know that somebody is out there fucking thinking about this shit, because I can't be the only one wondering when the world is going to get better, right? The future is here. We live in it. I can literally pay for things with a ring. I mean, it's a fucking amazing world. It's just now what, like when are they gonna fucking take the weight off of the common man, the poor man? There shouldn't be any poor people in the future. Have you fucking seen Star Trek? There is no money. Only these fucking Ferengis are obsessed with money, right? Do you want to be considered some lower class creature obsessed with your fucking the pathetic parts of your mind? Like, no, you want to be like God. You want to be able to transport and teleport yourself around, which means that you're going to have to use that larger, more godlike part of yourself, which is the higher end thinking, and not give in to your base desires, which is the animal part of you, right? I mean, this is pretty obvious to everyone by now, right? Like, we're being fed all the wrong stuff instead of being, every day I watch people watch TV, and I'm amazed at the things they watch, because knowledge and wisdom is available on the same fucking network through the same apparatus. That screen can provide knowledge and wisdom, or it can give you fucking more human, you know, madness. We don't need to. We don't need any more of that. What we need to do is watch documentaries and frickin' Star Trek and be inspired to create the kind of future that we want our children to live in. I mean, I don't know about you, but I want my children to go to other worlds, to other planets, and conquer this fucking galaxy if that's possible. If we're in a simulation, it's got to be possible. If we go to space, then they need to fucking make space for us, right? It's not like there's a limit on the volume of information that we can create, right? So it's time to create the kind of world that we want to see. And if we let these machines keep, playing us for suckers, who knows what kind of world we're going to see. I know it won't be one that we choose. Wisdom of a crowd, one of my favorite things to fucking go on and on about. Why can't we use the wisdom of a crowd to decide what we should do with our reality? I mean, this is not complicated shit. It's if everybody would just spend more time reading and learning than they do trying to entertain themselves and pass. Think about what entertainment means. You're literally trying to pass time, right? To get to the future. Well, what the fuck are you trying to get to if the future doesn't look like some awesome, amazing freaking place, right? It's time we make it that. Technology gives us the opportunity, the availability to change it all. So let's decide the direction, the type of lives, the types of systems that are going to be set up. We all know we live in systems, man. We are locked the fuck in. So let's design some systems that have some fulfillment, some joy, some gratification, some positivity built in. Like, we need to do what matters. And I think it's about time that we all just get on that trip, Invest in the Dogecoin, make some money. Because in the future, everyone's supposed to have a lot of money. Money is not supposed to matter. The only way that's going to happen is if we all start investing in, what matters. And that is the future itself. The revolution has begun.